Today we have info on the Alabama band director getting arrested, driver getting killed by a car crash in Atlanta, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Joseph and a look at sports with Ian.
Today is Tuesday, September 19th, 2023.
We are live from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School, and you're watching VOX News Today.
Thank you for joining us on VOX News. I'm Callie Ellis.
And I'm Olivia Wyatt, and these are your top stories for today.
Tuesday marks 1 year since the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. The longest reigning British monarch died on September 8th, 2022, but she wasn't laid to rest until 11 days later. The Queen died in Scotland, and her body was brought back to London, where mourners were able to pay their respects. A large public funeral was held at Westminster Abbey, followed by a burial ceremony at Windsor Castle.
Monday marks 2 years since girls were banned from attending high school in Afghanistan. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called the ban an unjustifiable violation of human rights and urged the Taliban government to lift the ban. Since September 2021, all Afghan girls over the age of 12 have been indefinitely postponed from attending high school, leaving 1.1 million girls and young women without access to formal education.
A group of beagles that have spent their entire lives in a laboratory have been rescued and are on their way to their forever homes. These beagles don't know it yet, especially for these dogs who've only known the walls of a laboratory. It's also unclear what was done to them. Most dogs are used for biomedical or drug testing. More than 250 U.S. institutions report using dogs in experiments each year.
A band director in Alabama was recently arrested and tased at PD Jackson Olin High School for refusing to stop performing per police request. It happened on Thursday during a football game when bands from both schools were playing at the same time. The home team stopped playing when asked by officials, but the away team's director, Johnny Mims, did not comply. The police stated the arresting officer alleges the band director pushed him during the arrest. The arresting officer then subdued the band director with a taser, which ended the physical confrontation. After facing violence from Mims, they tased him and pushed him to the ground.
One person is dead after a car wreck late Monday night in Atlanta. Police say the accident happened around 10:20 p.m. Officers on the scene say it seemed like the driver had sort of a medical emergency at the time of the crash. No information about the victim has been released, and the cause of the accident is still currently being investigated. And now let's check on our weather. Joseph, what can you tell us?
The weather has been mild for the past few days of summer. Stay tuned for an update on our current weather and more right after this break.
Metal roofing from Best Buy Metals offers the long life of a kicker with the strength of a linebacker. It's the easiest decision since the time you had to pick between watching the Super Bowl or professional bowling. Did you know Best Buy Metals can provide a free material quote from a Google Map address? Stop by our showroom today. Visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com or get a free quote at metalroofingquote.com.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back to VOX News. I am Joseph Horner in your Weather Corner. Here's a look at our weather at a glance for today. The high for today is 82 and the low will be 54. The current weather outside is 54. The humidity outside is 97%, and the weather outside is 3 miles an hour. The wind? The pressure outside is 30.08. The visibility is 7 miles, and finally the UV index is 0 of 10. September started a typhoon that ripped through Hong Kong, uprooting trees and flooding the city. It was the first of a slew of extreme weather events that have hit 10 countries and territories in just 12 days. The most catastrophic being floods in Libya, which have killed more than 11,000 people according to the UN, and many thousands missing. Now let's take a look at our national radar. There's a storm over Wisconsin and Illinois. There's also storms over the upper east of the U.S. Now here's a look at our national radar. Everything's clear for today. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today, it's going to be warm, reaching a high of 82 degrees, and we'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds. As the day goes on, it'll cool down to 54 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, it'll be another day with a high of 82 degrees and some partly cloudy skies. In the evening, expect it to be a bit cooler at 63 degrees with occasional clouds. Looking ahead to Thursday, the temperature will be around 80 degrees with partly cloudy skies. In the evening, it'll drop down to 63 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Friday's weather will be sunny with a high of 83 degrees. By evening, it'll be 62 degrees with mostly clear skies. On Saturday, the high temperature will reach 82 degrees, and we can expect plenty of sunshine. In the evening, it'll cool down to 62 degrees with mostly clear skies. Moving on to Sunday, we'll have a high of 82 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. In the evening, it'll dip down to 58 degrees, and there will be mostly clouds later that night. Lastly, on Monday, the high will be 84 degrees with some early rain showers, followed by sunshine later in the day. By evening, it'll cool down to 65 degrees with a few clouds now and then. That is all I have for your weather today. Here's Ian with your sports report.
Today we have a look at Cleveland versus Pittsburgh and the Saints versus the Panthers right after this break.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers, your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
McDonald's is honored to serve our communities. McDonald's would like to give the opportunity to come join their team at one of their 11 locations. McDonald's has 5 locations in Cleveland and locations in Athens, Sweetwater, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, and Ottawa. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of their 11 locations for an application. They offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, and competitive wages. Come join the winning team at your local McDonald's.
Welcome back to Vox News. I am Ian Wagner with your sports report. Tony Jones Jr. is making the most of his elevation from the Saints practice squad, while Chris Olave continues to make plays for the unbeaten New Orleans Saints. Jones ran for 2 touchdowns, rookie Blake Group kicked 2 field goals, and the Saints beat the Carolina Panthers 20-17 on Monday night, improving to 2-0 for the first time since 2013. The Saints defense did the rest, holding Panthers rookie Bryce Young to 153 yards passing in his home debut. New Orleans limited Carolina to 239 yards and sacked Young, the top overall pick in the draft, 4 times. Steelers star linebackers combined for a scoop and score midway through the 4th quarter to pull out an improbable 26-22 victory on Monday night. The Steelers extended the regular season home winning streak against their AFC North rivals to 20, and counting in a victory overshadowed by the serious left knee injury to Cleveland star running back Nick Chubb. The 4-time Pro Bowler's 6th NFL season ended 2 plays into the 2nd quarter after the knee bent awkwardly when he was hit by Steelers safety Micah Fitzpatrick. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more Vox News right after this break.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how the same number of people can make twice as much laundry without ever leaving the house. We don't know how breakfast can make you need a snack. How are you still hungry? Or where all the glasses keep going. But we do know that you can trust Whirlpool to cook, clean, and wash it all, because that's what we've always done. Meal after meal, dish after dish, load after load, day after... What day is it?
Welcome back to Vox News. A transgender woman won election to a seat on Nashville City Council, becoming the first openly transgender person to be voted into political office in Tennessee. Olivia Hill, 57, secured one of the 4 open at-large seats on the Metro Council of Nashville. Her triumph made her the first transgender woman to be elected in Tennessee. She was born and raised in Nashville, according to her campaign website, and is a military veteran.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has issued an endangered child alert for a 1-year-old boy missing out of Nashville. According to the TBI, 1-year-old Liam Ismail Diego Quibb is believed to be in the company of his mother's ex-boyfriend. Authorities say the two may be en route to Alabama.
Kevin West, longtime WGOW radio program director who recently became public information officer for the Chattanooga Police Department, died unexpectedly Monday morning. He was 61. Mr. West was described as the community's most trusted news source for 35 years, providing up-to-date news and reporting during some of the community's most challenging times.
In a news report, the WHO says the condition, also known as hypertension, is one of the world's leading risk factors for death and disability. It affects 33% of adults around the globe, but it can be effectively treated. In fact, the WHO says if controlled, 76 million deaths between 2023 and 2030 could be prevented. These treatments include maintaining a healthy diet and weight, avoiding alcohol and tobacco, and exercising regularly. Another tactic is lowering daily sodium intake. High blood pressure often leads to other health problems, including stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and kidney damage.
Today is September 19th, which is National Butterscotch Pudding Day. The pudding offers a sweet taste of wholesome and creamy dessert. An 1848 newspaper offers the scoop on this yummy pudding. According to Housewives Corner and Musluck Cream Co., the real recipe for making Doncaster butterscotch is 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of sugar, and 1/4 of a pound of treacle boiled together. Enjoy butterscotch pudding on its own or use it in other recipes. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You will also find more online at our website, bchs.tv.
Please remind your friends to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. You just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School.
From all of us with Vox News, thank you for watching.
We hope you have a splendid day.
And as always,